Behind this sheet is possibly one of the cleanest studios on YouTube.
Going back to Honolulu just to get that Maui.
1 week earlier.
Alright guys, so all the mods came in, and we're only missing one thing, which is the grips, but hopefully those come in soon. But big thanks to Surron Supplies for sending out most of these parts and helping me out with this build. I'll be going over all these parts that they sent out too later in the video while we put them on. Okay, so first up we got the Surron Throttle sent out by Surron Supplies. This is definitely a lot better quality and a lot snappier, so let's go put it on. So an update on the Surron Throttle. We got it like all wired up right there. We got the display and the throttle on there, but the heat shrink and the tape isn't really like sticking to the wires, so I just put it on there and gonna hope for the best. And so yeah, we're gonna put this plate on, and then once everything's all good and the brakes are back on the bars and all that, yeah, we'll be back. After a while, we finally got the throttle on and the screen on the other side and the plate back on, that was insanely hard to put on. I don't know why. But then I forgot to thread all the wires through this and the brake sensor. I can't get it out, so gotta take the whole brake sensor out. So yeah. Well, so now that we put the performance mod on, the Surron Throttle, we're gonna put just like a mod for looks, so we're gonna put the motor cover on. So now that we got the motor cover off, this is a comparison of all three of them. So this is the stock motor cover. This is the motor cover that Rural Riding sent me. And then this is the new motor cover. So these are both 3D printed. And I got this from Decal Department. This is obviously metal. So yeah, let's go ahead and put this on. Alright, so I finally got the motor cover on, but if you guys have an aftermarket motor cover, you know the struggle of getting this bolt on, because like the Allen key just fits weird, so it just takes a while. But now that that motor cover's on, tell me which one you guys think would look better on this side. Should I keep the white one or should I do this stock black one on there? So next up is the gut seat cover, which it looks kind of small, but it is for the Tuttio. So yeah, we're just gonna take off the old seat cover and then we're gonna staple this new one on.
2 hours later.
So now that both seat covers are side by side, you can definitely see the difference in them. So a little update, we got a couple staples on it right now, so we're just gonna keep going. So after a little bit of time, we finally finished. I couldn't get it fully stretched, so it's not great, but it looks fine. It looks really good in my opinion, and it's definitely very grippy and kind of rough. Got the seat covers on, we're gonna go ahead and put the seat bag on. So yeah, it'll be able to hold like my phone, maybe my AirPods, stuff like that. Thank you Surron Supplies for sending me this out. I really needed it because whenever I do like wheelies and stuff on my bike, my phone will fall out of my pocket, and yeah, this is definitely gonna help. So after a while, we got the bag on, which this was definitely harder than I thought it was gonna be because the Velcro strap was so short. Like it just took a lot of work to get this on. Yeah, so that's how it looks like on the bike, and you'll get to see like a bigger picture. I just don't want to reveal any more of the mods on. So yeah, next mod. So this is kind of one of the mid mods for this video because this is gonna fully transform the look of the bike. So yeah, it's a chrome vinyl fork wrap, so we're gonna go ahead and put this on. Okay, so now what I'm about to do is I'm gonna take off the old black fork wrap, and to do that, I gotta take the mud guard off, or not the mud guard, I'm blanking, the fork guards. I gotta take those off, and then I think it's easy as just like peeling it off, hopefully. So we just got the first one off, and it was as easy as just peeling it. You literally just had to peel it all the way back. It took like 1 minute. So yeah, now we're just gonna see if the piece that I cut fits, and then we'll clean this off and we'll put the piece on. We got the first fork wrap on, but it looks pretty good in my opinion, except for when you get and see this. There's like 3 air bubbles just all right here. So don't judge me, I didn't want to unwrap the whole thing. And if you saw the back, it's pretty bad in the back. But all that matters is what's right here. And from afar, it doesn't look that bad. Alright guys, so after a little bit of work, we got the fork wraps on. And they don't look that bad in my opinion. You can still see some air bubbles like right there. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'll try to smooth them out a bit, but it looks pretty good in my opinion. Last but not least, the ODI plate that Soleil Supplies sent me. Big thanks to them because this is definitely going to clean up the bike. So let's go put it on. Alright, so I just got the plate on and it looks really good. So thank you Soleil Supplies for sending this out to me. You can kind of see their logo there. It's black. But yeah, later on I make it a decal. I don't know yet. But while I was filming this, I realized this was not the last mod. There's still one more and a couple little things. Alright guys, so next up is this carbon fiber battery wrap in here. I haven't opened it yet. Yeah. So, yeah, I'm gonna take this out so you guys can see. Alright, so that's what it looks like out of the bag. Alright, so before we put it on, we're just gonna clean the battery so it sticks better. And we might take off like all these stickers. Well, I have to take off this one obviously, but I might take off the other ones too. Alright, so I got the piece cut, but I don't know how you guys get this so perfectly cut, because, like, it's not that great. But from afar, it'll look good. So, yeah, we're going to go ahead and stick this on. Alright, so we got the first piece done. Obviously, it's not perfect. You know, there's, like, spots there, but it'll work, I guess. We got the battery wrap on both sides, and it looks pretty good right now. That was probably the easiest thing to put on today. So now that all the mods are on, I'm going to do the big reveal and show you guys the full bike. Behind this sheet is possibly one of the cleanest TUTTIOs on YouTube.
Going back to Honolulu just to get that Maui Wowie, that Maui Wowie. Going back to Honolulu just to get that Maui Wowie.
Thank you for staying till the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.